Dear students, I welcome you all for this online classes. I hope you are all with good health. So before lockdown due to COVID-19, we discussed about chapter General Principles and Isolation of Elements. From this chapter, already we discussed first step of the general principles of metallurgy, that is concentration. In concentration, we discussed about the first part, that is physical methods of concentration. Now I am going to discuss with the second part of the concentration, that is chemical methods of concentration. There are different chemical methods of concentration, like calcination, roasting, and leaching. These methods are mainly based on the nature of the ores. Now let us discuss calcination and roasting. Calcination means heating the concentrated ore to high temperature, which is insufficient to melt it. In the absence of air or limited supply of air. That is what we are going to call calcination. What it means? Heating the concentrated ore to high temperature, which is insufficient to melt it. In the absence of air or limited supply of air is called as calcination. Suppose if you carry out same procedure in the presence of excess of air, that is called as roasting. Very simple. Because often we are using the word roasting. Roasting the chapati, roasting the roti, roasting the bread, etc. Means heating the substance to a temperature which is insufficient to become the charge in the presence of excess of air. That is called as a roasting. But in chemistry, roasting means heating the concentrated ore to high temperature which is insufficient to melt it in the presence of excess of air. In the presence of excess of air. That is what you can call roasting. That's why in the beginning I told you that these chemical methods of concentration are mainly based on the nature of ore. Hence, what is going to change during calcination and roasting? Very simple. Moisture is removed because we are heating the concentrated ore to high temperature. Moisture can be removed. The impurities like carbon, sulfur, arsenic, etc. are removed as volatile oxides. And the mass becomes porous. How it becomes porous? Very simple. When the impurities like carbon, sulfur and arsenic, etc. are removed from the ore, so definitely mass becomes porous. And during calcination, carbonate ores are converted into oxide ore. This is very important. In every calcination, carbonate ores are converted into oxide ores. But in roasting, sulfide ores are converted into oxide ores. Sulfide ores are converted into oxide ores. So, the main difference between calcination and roasting is calcination carried out in the absence of air or limited supply of air, but roasting is carried out in the presence of excess of air. And another main difference is during calcination, carbonate ores are converted into oxide ores, and in roasting, sulfide ores are converted into oxide ores. So, generally, in chemical methods of concentration, in most of the metallurgies, we are going to convert any form of ore into oxide ores. You may ask one question, why sir? Why you are going to convert any form of ore into oxide form? That we are going to discuss in the second step of the metallurgical procedure, that is called as extraction of a crude metal from the concentrated ore. So this is about calcination and roasting. Then move to third one, leaching. This is another method of concentration of the ore. It is applicable to extraction of aluminium from bauxite ore, extraction of gold from its ore, extraction of noble metal from its ore. What is the principle of leaching? Very simple. Separation of ore from the means required ore from the whatever the ore we collected, means separation of a gangue from the ore by using suitable chemical reagents. So whatever the reagent is used, which is called as leaching agent. Now let us discuss with one example, that is concentration of bauxite ore. So it is the ore of aluminium After the concentration, we are going to get the ore in the form of aluminium oxide, that is Al2O3. How to concentrate bauxite ores? Already I told you that aluminum can be concentrated by a method called as leaching. Here we are using caustic soda, sodium hydroxide as a leaching agent. Or sometimes we can also use soda ash, sodium carbonate. Here, caustic soda acts as a, what you can call, leaching agent. Already in the principles we discussed that we have to select a reagent. That reagent should separate gangue from the ore. That is the main purpose of leaching. Here when concentrated, powdered, dry, ore is well digested with caustic soda solution, strong sodium hydroxide solution. As a result, complete aluminium part dissolves in caustic soda solution to form a clear complex salt solution called as sodium alumina. It is called as a sodium aluminate. That is so this caustic soda separates aluminium part in the form of sodium meta-aluminate, whereas impurities like iron oxide, silica, etc. are remain insoluble. So that insoluble part gets separated by filtration. Then you collect a solution called sodium meta-aluminate, and it is acidified with either by using acidic solution or by passing carbon dioxide. We are going to get sodium bicarbonate. Now we can separate this aluminum part, and this on ignition we are going to get pure aluminum. This is the best example for what you can call leaching. So it is very simple. You select a suitable reagent. That reagent should separate gangue from the ore. Then we can extract the ore from the rest. So here the bauxite ore is well digested with caustic soda solution, nothing but a sodium hydroxide solution. Aluminum part dissolves in caustic soda solution to form a clear complex salt solution called as sodium meta-aluminate that can be separated by filtration because the other impurities like iron oxide, silica, etc. remains insoluble. Then this sodium meta-aluminate solution is acidified with either dilute acid solutions or just by passing carbon dioxide. A precipitate of alumina gets separated. It is separated by filtration, and on ignition a white powder of a pure alumina is obtained. This method is called as leaching. Another example we are going to study in the second step, that is called as extraction of crude metal from the concentrated ore. During that step, while explaining the metallurgy of gold, once again we are going to use the application of leaching. During that metallurgy, once again I am going to explain a process called as leaching. Now we shall move to second step of the metallurgical procedure, that is what we are going to call extraction of crude metal from the concentrated ore. There are three basic methods to extract the crude metal from the concentrated ore, mainly based on the nature of the ore. First one is pyrometallurgy. Second one is